Looks like it's just me and who fought it here. What's happening? What's happening? I'm running very late from work. I apologize. It has been, I was gone all last week. I really never even caught up since I was from back from surgery. And then now, I have been slammed all week with stuff going on, trying to catch up, new stuff going on. Everybody wants stuff fixed yesterday. And then, I'm trying to take off tomorrow to go fishing again, possibly. Um, so I'm trying to catch up at work and stuff. Then I'm rushing home. And of course, everybody's driving slow in front of me and everything else going on. So y'all tell me what's going on. Cause I'm telling you right now, I have not looked at Discord in 24 hours. I don't know what's going on in Discord. I don't know what's going on with politics. I don't know what's going on with crypto. Y'all could tell me that Bitcoin's at 80,000 or 180,000. I would have no idea. I don't know what kind of comments people made after my video last night about beginner's guide to crypto. That people made fun of my Banks can take it. Looks like only 2 comments. That's not bad. I thought it'd be way worse than that. Only 56 views. Kind of low. I guess some people don't need to know how to start with crypto. But it's one of those things I had numerous people asking me. Put a little bit of effort into it. I didn't realize it was gonna be an hour. I'm not gonna lie, but there's so much stuff you're trying to explain to a newbie. Imagine, you got somebody who's brand new, doesn't know anything about crypto at all, and you're trying to make a video on how to get started, and you want to explain some stuff to them. You don't want to get too over their head, but you want them to be safe. And I didn't want it to be an hour. I put chapters in it and stuff, but you're trying to get people to cover their asses. I don't know how else to put it. So, yep. What else is going on? Yeah, Bitcoin is coming up a little bit. Let's see if I can move this over. Nice little healthy recovery. Apparently the tariffs ain't the end of the world. I don't know. Let's see what alarm got hit. I don't think peak will ever recover. I don't know. I say that, but I hope it recovers. But hey, payday was Friday, and I bought a little bit more. What was Friday? Friday was the 1st, so I bought it at 6 cents. It's hard to believe we were buying this at 35 and 40 cents before, but again, I want everybody to understand. I talk about buying peak. Peak's supposed to be the chain for DPIN. I think I know 2 things on it: Silencio and Combiner. And Combiner ain't even on mainnet yet. So, I'm buying. I just want to make sure everybody knows I'm buying peak only because I bought a good amount at 40, 45 cents, 35 cents, because I thought it was going to bounce back up. And I'm buying now at this low range just because you get so much for $20. I'm just trying to get that average cost down. So in case it just goes back up, if it goes back up to 40 cents, I'm going to be looking very good because I'm buying so much every week right now at 6 and 7 cents. If it goes back up. So you got people talking about last week, everybody was talking about how the alt season was here. We got Ethereum back up to 3,900. That's quite healthy. That's quite healthy. I like that. Not that I like Ethereum, but ooh, AVAX is lagging. Adam's lagging. That's so all your regular alts look like they're all lagging. And you look and it's almost like it looks like the identical chart. Look at it. It's almost identical. You don't even realize that you're clicking other cryptos. I mean, they're all following the same thing. So look at that. Like you click AVAX, click Solana. That is absolutely wild. Look, you click VET, wild. Ethereum, XRP back up to 331. XRP is gonna make me look bad. Oh, I lost my microphone. Uh-oh. Oh, guess we gotta cancel the live, huh? Things are just falling apart, man. Just like my crypto wallet. Oh well. We'll do it like this. Does that work? I feel like one of those announcers. Hey man, we make do here. So what else we got? Oh, XRP. Where's XRP roll at to come rub it in my face? What else is going on? What's Entropy doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They got some people out there gonna be eating crow. Well, it's funny what happens when people don't buy, huh? But somebody bought, people don't sell. You got it. This is a nice candle right here. Oh, I'm trying to see what kind of purchase that was. Was that was 7 o'clock yesterday's 24, 8, 10, 12. 3,000. Somebody bought $3,000 worth of. Let me move my fat head out the way so y'all can see that. Boy, you like to joke and say that's nothing, but that is something. Somebody went and bought $3,000 worth of entropy or entropy, almost 21 Solana worth, and you still got people out there knocking it. That's wild. That is wild. That must have been who fought it, who bought that. Get the crypto card. I have the Crow crypto card, the dark blue one. I would show it to y'all, but I don't want somebody to see the numbers. But that's wild, man. I'm besides myself on that. wish the profit was a little bit more. Says we're making $3.62 a day. Is that about right? Somebody? Let me see. Pull up my Phantom wallet here. Justentropy.com. $131, 120, 32, 132,000 and 132,000 in 3 days. Bust out the trusted calculator. 132, 839 divided by 3 days worth. 3 days worth. That is 44,000 tokens. 44,279. 44,279. We're making $3. Oh, I guess I need to move my fat head out the way again. $3.57. $3.57 multiplied by 7 devices, and that is $25 a day. 30 days out the month, $750 a month. And just keep accumulating. So that's entropy. So how many of y'all, I would like to know how many of y'all are in Irwin token. Has anybody heard anything on Irwin token? Because I'm just one of the few people still holding on to that project. Just fought it. I don't even see him telling us when to recharge anymore. I don't even know if I'm even due for a recharge. All these boxes are getting burned anyway. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me put my fat head back on the other side. It sucks that OBS makes you have to switch the screen over. Let's see if I even need a charge. Oh, there's the charger. Charge. What's today? Today's Thursday. Yeah, I guess I'm due for a charger. I mean, you don't even see people talking in this thing. What's going on with the project? Stuff. Stuff. Let's see what else. I don't know. I told y'all, if y'all watch my Monday video with Irwin, I have been claiming every Monday for my video so that y'all can see what I'm making. Since June, none of that has hit my Phantom wallet. I have a ticket open with them. They're supposed to be checking on it. That's been for 2 or 3 weeks now. I'm not getting paid. When you go to the deck screener, $392. You can tell on the bottom, there's hardly anything going on with it. 3 transactions in 24 hours for $8. Pair has very little liquidity. No joke. Y'all tell me, is everyone dead? Is something going on? I know I can't even pull anything out of it. I can't. I have no idea what's going on with it. Um, it when I tried the other day, it wouldn't even let me claim. I don't know if I need to try again. Let's see. Phantom. Phantom. Irwin. See, I got 451 Irwin. Go to my box, open the dashboard. It says I'm charged. I have 27 unclaimed rewards. Claim my rewards. Transaction simulation failed. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this. Somebody gave me this a while back. But all right. What's the Irwin Green there? Irwin Green where? On the chart? That was on August 1st. So that was 7 days ago. That was 7 days ago. Yeah, it looks like somebody bought $45 worth. $45 worth, you get a candle like that. So y'all tell me, I don't know. FLX, I put nothing into a couple months, I'll be earning $250 a day and every few weeks there. In a couple of months, I'll be earning $250 per day. And every few weeks, daily earnings. Yeah, well, good luck with that, buddy. Y'all know how I feel about FLX. What else is going on? 7 people watching. Hey, it's kind of low. Call your friends and neighbors. I was actually thinking, because it seems like I get more people talking and stuff during the lives. I was going to start doing more than one live a week, but I don't know. I still got to figure out this contest. If somebody wants to win an entropy, I don't know if I'm just going to do it off of people comments on my videos or something like that. I was trying to find, years ago, people like Tyler and Vosk and them would have these contests where you go to this webpage and you had to go and like this Twitter feed and you had to go like this, subscribe to this thing and do this, and you got like a point or something like that. And then once it was done, you submitted it and as part of the contest. I cannot find that anywhere. I cannot find how to do that anywhere. I'd like to do that. It's going to suck if I have to like pick somebody and then they're going to have to email me proof that they've subscribed to my YouTube, my two main YouTube pages, this one and the outdoors one. And they're going to have to send me a picture that they subscribe to my Twitter. And they're going to have to send a picture that they subscribe to the Discord and all that stuff like that. And then you have to figure out what country they're in, because part of the contest, Helium Deploy only wants to send it to certain countries because of shipping. Hey, they make up the rules. I don't know. For those who, just so I can give them props, after 2 or 3 months of hostile negotiations, I guess you could call it, Weather XM, after showing them videos of me taking brand new batteries out of the box and then putting it into the box, into the Weather XM device and blah, 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 after fighting with them and literally cursing with them and stuff like that, they have finally decided to send me a brand new Weather XM device. It might even be at the front door right now. I will say also, because I want to give them props also for those of y'all who are in Rover. About, and it was on me because I had so much going on with me going to Baltimore and that kind of stuff. I contacted them because my Rover antenna, the Tarantula or whatever it's called, had the blue light, but my phone would not see it. They walked me through a couple different steps of troubleshooting, and they're sending me a brand new one, brand new Tarantula. The only problem is it's coming from Hong Kong, and I have to go pay the tariff on it or whatever it's called, for $27. But hey, you know, it is what it is. Somewhere on here, I got a text from DHL. Shipment's on the way. DHL. Yeah, so, you know, I'll pay $27 for a new Tarantula. I don't know. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm going to see if my Weather XM device showed up. Boom. As live as an unboxing as y'all can get. Straight out of Hong Kong. But you know what's weird is that this supposedly came from, no, I don't lie. I think this came from Oklahoma or something. One white box. Feels awfully light. I don't know. Is it brand new or is it in this code? All in pieces again. So I hope it links up to my current, what is it, the M5 or whatever it is. We'll see. We will see. So WeatherXM sent me a replacement M5 station. I will say that the I still like the D1 better because the D1 has this, I like this display a lot better. I just wish that that had a battery so it could be a little more portable like the M5 is, but I just think this one is a better screen. And I like the fact that weather station connects to Wi-Fi, not directly to this. So this is a lot more stable. The D1 is way more stable compared to what the M5 is. Again, for those who like to listen to me with my broken record and beat the dead horse, the only thing I wish is that, like today, it rained today. And then when you look at this, you have no idea that it rained today. And you look at the other screen. I wish there was a way that you can change these different boxes to mean different things. Me, as somebody who has hybrid Bermuda that I'm always taking care of, I need to know how much it rained today, if I got to run sprinklers this evening or not. To me, instead of having the irradiance thing on the bottom. I wish I could swap that out for total rainfall, unless there is a way, and I don't know. My daughter loves the UV index because if the UV, even though sometimes it's sunny outside, the UV index isn't that high. The better the UV index, the better you tan. So my tanning days are over with, since I'm not bodybuilding and all that stupid stuff like that. So that's Weather XM. So now I'm just waiting on my Rover. I like the Rover project. I know some of y'all had different things. I like the Rover project, and I'm telling you, I'll give them props because they worked through a couple of issues, a couple of testing things, and you know, Rover says Hong Kong, SAR, China is where it's coming from. This should be here August 13th from DHL after I paid my duty on it. I'm gonna tell you, 619. I originally wanted the helium. Anything I can put on helium. That's what led me to demo, to be honest with you. The problem with the helium device is it doesn't have this pretty screen. And what good is having a weather station in your backyard or on the top of your office building or wherever else I put one if I don't have a freaking screen to see what it is? You know, what the temperature is, if it's raining, what the UV index is, what's the pressure, what's the wind. I need to know that kind of stuff. And the helium device, I don't think has a screen. It just goes up. And then what I'm also told was that the helium device, I don't think updates as often, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah, you can't change the tiles on it. Like, that's what, you know, I don't know. So for those who have Nubla, because I kept changing my mind about Nubla, I'm gonna tell you, there's a number of Nubla is probably my number 3 when you look at helium deploy, and I can see what people buy. I can't see who it is. I don't know if it's 619 or who fought it. I have no idea who's buying stuff, but I can see what they bought, how many they bought, what they bought in combination. They bought Ashlers. Somebody bought an Ashler with, a Wingbits device, or a Wingbits device and a Nubla device, or even a Rover or something like that. Nubla is like the top weather station that people buy, and they still have a couple of those that are sold every now. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's been a rash. I don't know what's going on. There's been a rash of, which is good for me, but on High Fix, a rash of WB200s going flying off the shelves. Like recently, like I thought I was just getting the same email over and over again. I went looked, and there's no, and again, I have no idea what country they're going to. All I can see is that on this day and this time, somebody bought this with your code, and it was 1 WB200. One person bought 3 WB200s. Somebody bought a WB200 with a Nubla. Somebody bought a WB200 with something else. And hey, I'm happy if y'all are watching. I thank y'all very much. It helps out a lot. Really, that's the only income this channel gets is from these codes, because literally I make $2.50 to $3 per YouTube video if enough people watch it. Lately, they haven't been. I guess my quality hasn't been that good, or I don't have any new scoop type stuff. I'm kind of at my wit's end with projects, so I get asked to do other projects, but I've always felt that with y'all, I want to be involved in a project because that's me being as honest as possible. It's easy for me to come and say, hey, I'm trying out Combinder. Here's the video on Combinder. I'm trying it out along with y'all. I just don't feel right doing a video on ABC project if I'm not taking the risk like y'all are taking. And maybe to expand my channel, just to bring y'all that, I need to do those kind of videos and just say, hey guys, I'm not, or gals, I don't want to stereotype or exclude anybody, but maybe I just need to say, hey, this is the information I'm bringing to y'all. I'm not joining this project right now, only because probably I can't afford it or whatever. My son's going to college in a week. My daughter just started her senior year. Yeah. But here's the information. Maybe, but I don't want people to think I'm just doing videos just to try to get y'all to use my code. But you know, Helium Deploy wants me to do a video on this and wants me to do a video on that, wants me to do a video on that. And there's one or two things that like I'm intrigued about, but some of these things and some of these nodes and stuff like that, I'm not. So I don't know. Yeah. I'm Jay Styles making bank. I make bank with look, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When them WB 200s and MGW 310s went on sale for the first time, that was what, back in January, February or something. I can't remember. It all been done. I did very, very, very well. The best that this channel's ever did, but it was a one-time thing, you know. And I'll be honest with y'all, I used it to pay off one or two things that we had over our head. I used it for one or two things. I put some money back into the channel by doing a couple of things around in here, and I did that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know I'm straight and honest with y'all. But as far as like the Ashlers, I think I might have made $5 per device y'all used. And then I turned around and opened my mouth and said, hey, I'm going to buy Entropy with the money, at least $100. And I'll buy $100 worth of Entropy as a way to get back to the project and then burn it for y'all. I lost money on that one because I didn't make $100 worth off the codes, but I'm thankful because I still I think I might have made about $75, $75 off the Ashlers. But again, that's me giving back to the project. I mean, I don't, you know, that's not going to kill me. But for people out there who think because you're in the YouTube, and I've been doing YouTube now, I mean, how long has it been since we've been with D-Scam? 3 years now. Yeah, $2, $3 a video. And think about it, I'm only doing about 3 or 4 videos a week now. And again, that's $3 or $4 if I'm getting 100 to 200 views. My video I did last night that I spent actually a good amount of research on. Because you gotta remember, if I do an hour-long video, it's an hour long of me doing the video, plus longer than that because the cuts I gotta take out. And editing is an hour and a half because I'm watching the whole thing, going back, inserting pictures. That's 2.5, 3 hours right there total of doing an hour video. So trust me, y'all don't want to watch an hour video. I don't really want to make an hour video, but then I'm so worried about trying to cover all the information and stuff. Hey, it is what it is. Does Combiner let you turn off your outlet remote and give you the wattage usage? Well, Combiner let you turn off. Combiner doesn't, but the Shelly app, you can turn off the device. But I think if you turn the device off, then you're not getting the Combiner hours or minutes or percentage you need because it needs to be on for a certain percentage throughout the day. Now, what I'm curious about is, and I know several of y'all are in Combiner, is I might have been mistaken, but because I wanted to see what the wattage of, because like me, my wife, because she works and she's a principal at a school, so she's doing so much work, assistant principal at going to school and doing so much stuff when she gets home. We don't really wash clothes throughout the weekend. I mean, throughout the week. So on the weekend, we washing clothes all day. We might do some towels and stuff, but we have enough clothes to last throughout the week. So I wanted to run my plug throughout the whole day, like on Saturday and Sunday, to see how much we're running. But then I might have been misunderstood, but when it says it needed at least, 75, 80% use throughout the day, I took it off the washing machine because on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, maybe Thursdays, we're not using a washing machine. But then somebody in their Telegram group said, no, it just needs to be plugged in and online for 80% of the day, not technically in use. So I don't know about that. What I did now is I have 4 of them. One of them is on my supercomputer right here, so I can see what the wattage is taken to that. And let me tell y'all, when I'm editing videos or when I'm playing Call of Duty and I got the graphics turned up on this graphics use, this thing is a power hog. Y'all know I built this. For those who didn't follow those videos back then, it took me 6 months to build this computer because I was buying some expensive parts for it over time. And it took me 6, 8 months to build it all. This 40, I think it's a 4070 GPU that I got, 4070 Ti or whatever the hell it is. It's a power freaking hog. I had to put an extra bigger size power supply in it. But I also have these two old computers on a separate network that are running EarnApp, and they're running Grass, and they're running a bunch of those little things like that. So I have a plug on that also, so I can monitor that. Then I have another plug waiting to go to a remote station. I'm doing a remote station soon for Wingbits, along with EarnApp, and I'm running on EarnApp on everything. But I know it's a long answer, but Milkman, my miners are like, I don't have GPU miners or ASIC miners anymore. I got ASIC miners taking up space. I don't know why I'm holding on to them. I got about 10 or 12. What are they? Canon Avalons or something like that. I don't remember. Bitcoin miners, and they just taking up space in my garage. I probably just need to throw them away. So my ASIC days are over with. But yeah, I have the computers. I have them on my computers right now to see what they're doing. And yeah, I'm slowly putting them out there on my remote stations, my Wingbit stations, like down in Grand Isle and stuff like that. But some of them don't have Wi-Fi. Some of them are hardwired. So, you have to make sure you have Wi-Fi. But yeah, that's one reason I wanted to start buying them. I plan on buying more because I want to be able to remotely power cycle those devices more than anything. That's why I got into combiner. I wanted to get those plugs to begin with. I've been wanting to get plugs around the house, kept putting it off and putting it off. I bought, actually, I tried, my first one or two plugs I bought was the TP-Link ones. One of y'all told me about that. That might have been D. Vasilino told me about that, because that was part of another project that Bit Harvest had on their device, Pi-Fi or something like that. I could never get it to work right. And even the plug, I could never get to work right. There was times where I would turn it off to recycle it, and it would never come back up. I'd have to get the host to go press the power button, because when you turned it off for some reason, it lost Wi-Fi. It was wonky. There was complaints about that when I read about it online, and I kind of gave up on them. So far, knock on wood, especially after whoever told me, I want to give people props when they give me stuff, but somebody in the Discord told me how to make sure how to turn it back on after it loses power. Because I thought to me, that should be default. And there was a lot of people who complain about that with Shelly. That's probably my only complaint with the plug, is defaulted out the box. When you have it plugged in and running and you lose power, we lost power last week during a bad thunderstorm, and I happened to be in Baltimore. When that power came back, my monitors didn't come back on. My little CPU, tiny monitors, I'm using a lot of my CPU monitors. I'm using these. These are old Lenovo Tinies. I had a buddy with a business, and when he swapped a whole bunch of them out for the new, he went to little Dell Tinies. But these things some of these have an i5 or i7 processor in them. You can get the RAM dirt cheap on eBay. I bumped them up to 8, 10, 12, 16 gigs of RAM for dirt cheap, for a couple of dollars. You can download Windows 10 or 11 and get a key somewhere, to get that done. And then once you're online, then you can run all that crap on here. Or you put Linux on it, whether it's Debian, Ubuntu. I still have probably 3 out of my 14 DIY Wingbits devices are still running on these. At least 3. Then my buddy's got one, my other buddy's got one. So that's 5. Because we're friends with the same guy who he was going to throw these away. I'm like, bro, don't you dare. So I got 2 of them right here that I haven't messed with them. They're good little devices. My GPU road plugs work with combiner. I had a box left of it. Usually I keep a box. Men don't throw boxes away. I got boxes from the Xbox I bought 4 or 5 years ago in the attic. I had a box. Let me pull up Amazon. It also matters if you're in the US, the UK, but it has to be a Shelly Plus plug. Don't get the wrong, because I know somebody on here was saying on the Discord was that they got the wrong plug. So I don't want to see nobody get the wrong plug. Shelly Plus Plug US Wi-Fi is the one I got. So I bought it. I bought 3 of them from Amazon, and I purchased one directly from Shelly to see if it was anything different. It's about the same price. Now this is coming in 2 days. Every time I've ordered them before, they were 1 week, and they were also exactly 1 week when I ordered them from Shelly. So maybe they get more popular on Amazon, that they put them in more distribute places. So if I'm getting this in 2 days, it's coming probably from Baton Rouge. So, you know, Combiner, I wish I'm hoping they tweak their tokenomics a little bit. The fact that you only make one, whatever that token's called, Combiner token a day. You know, I have 4 plugs. I'm making 4 Combiner tokens a day. But yet you do one quest and you're getting 350 or 400 tokens just for finishing the quest. Like, to me, that's crazy lopsided. It's not even worth keeping the thing plugged in because you're making so much off the quest. I think that needs to get tweaked. But again, I keep telling myself this is a very, very new project. You know, other than Wingbits, this is probably the newest project I've ever been in. I think they need to expand a little more. I think they need to get on Discord if they really want to accept people in crypto. The crypto crowd to come in. Maybe they don't want to grow too fast. I don't know. Again, I'm gonna say the same thing again, like a broken record. I was buying plugs anyway. Passive crypto mining happened to do a video on it. I caught it right at the right time. I thought it was intriguing. It doesn't cost anything to get in. I'm buying plugs anyway. So what the hell? So then I brought the information to y'all. Same thing. If the project don't work out, I still got the smart plugs. I'm still using them for what I'm using them for now. You can get those tight computers at like $10, no hard drive, memory, a lot of Goodwills. Like I said, I got 2 or 3 right here that I'm not doing anything with. The only thing is when you put them in remote locations, which I got 2 or 3, but you have to make sure the box now can fit that, along with the power adapter and stuff. Where a Pi, but with the one for Pies these days, that's crazy. Oh, so what's up, Dave McDrip? What's happening, man? What's happening? So yeah, I think I'm taking a vacation day tomorrow, going fishing. You got to go early in the morning. I'm gonna have to wake up at 4 o'clock at the butt crack of dawn to go fishing at 6 a.m. because you got to get it done before 10:30, 11, because if not, you're gonna burn and then jump in the water. We went fishing. I'm working on video right now on my other channel because we went fishing Sunday, and it was a long day in the water. We caught some good fish, some nice fish. If y'all saw any of the pictures on Discord or on Twitter, but that's a lot of footage I got to go through and try to. And then I was trying to use this new remote thing that I got from Amazon, where you just set the camera up and then you start recording and you stop recording when you're ready. And of course, it doesn't indicate if you started or stopped. So there's all kinds of videos I missed of me catching fish because I'm thinking I'm starting the video and then I'll start fishing and catch a fish. And really, I just stopped it. So I have all this video of me in between baiting my hook and doing stupid stuff, scratching my butt. And then right when I'm about to cast, I stop the video. I'm like, come on, man. This is what I really need. Y'all want to know what I want for Christmas? New GoPro. Somebody gave me a Hero 3, but it doesn't have any of the image stabilization in it. The batteries are shot in it. You can't even get brackets, but for fishing or even for hunting, putting one on your. This is probably my next purchase. So when y'all see me doing a video next week of some new project coming out so y'all can use my code, don't mind that, just yeah. Yep. Hunting season rolling around in two months. Not if it's 100 degrees. Not if it's 100 degrees. Let's see what else. It's only 90. 89, 91, 91. Oh, we got showers every day too. Let's see what's gonna be like at Grand Isle tomorrow when I go fishing. 9 a.m. 90 degrees with the heat index. Crazy. Crazy. Humidity is only 81%. 81%. I don't need to jump in the water. I'm gonna be soaking wet as it is. Oh, look, so I'm sitting there thinking I'm talking, I'm showing y'all all this, and I'm on the wrong screen. Yeah, look, 81% humidity. Come on, man. At least we're not in the 100s anymore. That was stupid. 85, 85. See, that's the good one. We're getting rain every day, which is cringeworthy because a bad thunderstorm comes and it's gonna, I lost my number one helium miner that was on top of my buddy's 400-foot. I had a helium miner on top of my buddy's 400-foot tower that has been there since before Hurricane Ida, 2021. It has lasted this whole time until then. It went out one time and it lucked out that my buddy who had somebody doing a tower climb, sense cap with the whole SD card thing. I gave the tower climber a new SD card. Sure enough, he goes up there, swaps the SD card, it comes back. This time, not this time. It is 100% dead. You put any kind of power supply to it, it's dead. You take the helium hat off where it's just a pie, dead. And it's a sense cap too. And they don't have any tower climb thing. I need a tower replacement. He's gonna let me put a replacement at 40 feet for right now. That's as high as his bucket truck can go until a tower climb comes. And I need a helium device for another one that went out somewhere. Again, helium's good if you got, I think I got 15 or 17 helium devices. So you're making $4 a day because you got all of them online. But I'm not spending $75 to $100 on a new one. There's no way. Or even on a used one on eBay. Rain and thunder, 24. That's summertime weather, though. Summertime weather, you're on the Gulf. Your normal summer pattern is during the morning, it's hot as hell. And then showers start rolling in at some point. And it repeats itself basically every day. What kills you is the humidity. This is 74% humidity. It's kind of on the low side. This is also Grand Isle. Baltimore was what crazy. Baltimore, we went to Baltimore last week, and it was hotter in Baltimore than it was here. 89, 91. But the humidity, look, 96 in Baltimore. It's crazy. This is where I go hunting at in Missouri. Nice 81 degrees. But yeah, hourly. Let's go to hourly and then see what's going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow it's going to be. Y'all want to joke? Y'all want to play jokes? 97% humidity. So yes, this is during the day it's the shower. Let's see what the next day is. Saturday, same thing. Sunny, sunny, sunny. 93% humidity. 93% humidity. If y'all never heard the joke, if you want to know what it's like living in South Louisiana or Florida with this kind of humidity, you go and you take the hottest shower that you can bear. The hottest shower you can bear. Hot, hot, hot. Where it's like you get out and you're sweating because it was so hot. Then before you even dry off, you put your clothes on and walk outside. That is what it's like walking out in that kind of humidity, going to work in the morning. Your wives and your girlfriends and your daughters will sit there and fix all their hair before they go to work or to school and spend 30 minutes. And then they walk outside and their hair just falls down because humidity is so bad it just loses its frizz and all stuff like that. Can just replace Sense Cap Pi 4, new Pi 4. I have done a Pi 4. I am Jay Styles. I am hoping on that. I just haven't come across a Pi 4 yet that's been decent. I'm not buying a new one for $65, $70 or whatever they want. I do still have the whole sense cap, all the parts and everything like that still in there, still at my office. And that is my hope, because, you know, I'm not investing in a whole new helium thing if I don't have to, but we'll see. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, you know what y'all wanted to check? Y'all wanted to see what Junk Coin does. So y'all, for those who have been following, I went and took all 14 million of my junk tokens and put it into the pile, or whatever they call it, the pool. And then I had a 22%. So, all right, here we go. Figure this out. Y'all know I failed college math. So I boosted 14. I put in 14.6 million, but with my NFTs that I got in trouble for buying, if y'all remember that story, I have 50% boost basically when you add up all these boosts, which is then giving me 22 million boosted score. Now, what you have to remember is you have to make sure that you boost enough to make sure it's worth your while, because you're losing all this. I'm losing come Sunday. Man, I'm on the wrong screen. I apologize again. I'm on the wrong screen. I mean, I'm losing this 14.6 million. But since I'm in first place, I am making 1.7 million a day. So if you take your trusted calculator and you do 1.7 million times 7 is 11.9 thousand. So again, it's not worth it unless I'm missing something. If I'm missing something, y'all let me know. But again, I'm going to make 11.9 unless this goes up drastically for something. I'm in first place. This is what when I did the boost pool before, Who Fought It did the boost pool before. It was somebody else. I don't know, somebody else said something else. It was somebody else. There's somebody else also. It was two of y'all who told me about the boost pool too. I know Who Fought It used to be the top 5 or 6 every time. But again, this goes to show you, I know I was there too late, but that's not neither here or there, because you take 11.9. I'm sorry, you're taking 1.7, which is what I'm making every day, times 7. I'm burning 14. I'm losing 3 million tokens by boosting. There's something wrong with that. Not even the 22. The reason people boost so much is because they aren't mathematicians. I was told by the people in this project that if you're in the top 3, you can't lose. If you're in the top 3, you can't lose. Well, I'm number 1. Number 1. Now, yes, I'm helping the project, because the project I'm helping burn. All these people that you see that have, all these people that you see right here that put all these tokens up, 11.5 junk million, 11 million, 9.8 million, 9.7 million, 8.9 million, 7 million, 6 million, 4 million, 3 million, 3. All these, this is all getting burned, which is wonderful for the project. It helps the price out. Y'all know how burning works. I'm not going to go there. But in the past, I would always be around here, and every day somebody would come to and put a little more and put a little more, and I would get knocked down. And again, I would lose by the end of the day, or by the end of the week. I'm going to lose my ass off on this one. I'm losing, unless something jumps up. You see it right here. The base rewards are 208,000 junk every day. With my boost, I'm getting a 1.5 million boost for a total of 1.7 and 1.7 again. 1.7 million. When you multiply that out, it's by 7 days. That's almost 12 million. I'm losing over 2 million tokens. That makes no sense. Now, the project itself is cool. You sit back, but another thing with this project is with entropy, you can sell a little bit here or there, you know, a couple of weeks down the line. I'm not telling everybody it's okay to sell. Be a chair, don't sell. But my point I'm trying to make is you can still sell a tad little bit. A couple of months down the line, a couple of weeks down the line, make a little bit of money. And you can still claim. Or what I tell everybody to do with your Ashler is like I just got my 4th Ashler in from the helium sale, the last helium sale, is I waited 8 days. So then you're burning 1 day's worth of entropy and you're building up that burn wallet. The next week, I wait 8 days. On my other 3 Ashlers, I wait 8 days and then I claim on the 8th day. So then I'm burning a little bit just to put a little bit in that little burn pile. With this project, if you sell one measly token, you're done. You can't claim no more. You can build up these tokens all day, but then you also, if you're in a deficit at all, you've claimed 7.2 million. If I don't have at least 7.2 million in my wallet, if I sold 100,000 worth, which is a couple of cents, this base drops drastically. So then they want you to either burn 4x the amount of what you sold, 4x of what the amount is you sold. That's what they voted on. They wanted it to be higher than that. That's, or you have to go buy back the token. So what I had to do is, I thought this was like entropy, and look, they told me they were clear. This ain't entropy. Yeah, no shit. When I bought some of these NFTs, I used my tokens because I thought it was like entropy. Entropy wanted you to use the tokens. They burned those tokens and everything else. It was good for the project. I used some of my junk to buy some of these NFTs. Not all of them. Some of it came out of pockets. I have never, ever, ever sold a dime of this junk token. But because I had a deficit now, I had to go and use my own money. Or I traded some dust and some other goofy tokens I had. But either way, to go buy junk to get me back in good bearing. So y'all people on there who cry about entropy, about I can't sell, something like that. This one is locked down, brother. Locked down. You sell on this, you're done. Unless you eventually, you have to basically replace to the penny what you bought. The junk coin ban you if you in a deficit. I think I got banned. I go to the server, I see appeal ban. Deal Crackers, I think you have to boost it slightly more than the next highest score, which means you could have boosted quite a bit less. And let's see. So you saying I should have only boosted 12 million, but then I got to keep watching to make sure nobody boosts. That makes no sense. Oh. There's a lot I want to say, but I'm not. The junk coin guys are cool. So I'm just gonna take the higher road in this. Toilet thugging, I don't know about the ban thing. I know that I'm helping somebody right now, which I don't know how I'm going to help him because I don't know anybody really in the project, but 375 AI or 375 Go, he goes today to check his phone, or yesterday checks his phone, and it says, congratulations, you're now banned. And it also says you can't appeal it. So like you can't, and then he's also kicked out of the Discord. So you get banned from a project with zero explanation, zero recourse, zero appeal. I got a huge problem with that. At least tell me what I did wrong. Now, it ain't me. I'm going to say this again. It ain't me. I'm trying to find his message he sent to me without showing you his name. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Chirp KAGE. This is what he got. Banned. We ban for the following reasons: submission of fake data, registration of fake accounts, harm to the project or community. I know this guy. If he, I don't know what he could have did, unless he made a comment in the Discord that they didn't like. All bans are final. Like there's no appealing it. I just have an issue with that. I have a lot of issues with. Look, I'm still very positive on Chirp, but I just have issues with some of the stuff that they do. No, he also posted something in 375, and they giving him a hard time about that. I don't know, people put a lot of effort into some of this, especially like this. It's not even. I don't even. If you notice, I don't even call this passive income anymore. When I got to sit there and deal with these apps and deal with something, to me, passive income is entropy. That's all I could call it. Entropy. The device just sits there and looks beautiful and sexy, and that's it. You know, that to me, that is true passive income. Um, you know, while they're not wearing a pair of jeans. I don't know. Did anybody try putting that entropy ashlar on jeans with some jeans on to see if they're even more sexier? Um, I don't know. That's truly passive income. I'm just scrolling through my messages and see if there's anything I need to bring up to anybody. I still think the only thing sexier than this entropy ashlar is Sydney Sweeney. Y'all can say what y'all want. I know it's not cool to simp, but I simp over the girl. Anyway, what else? So, did you talk about entropy halving? No. When is the entropy halving? Oh, well, we got to be coming up on that soon because it should be making a year. What, September? I guess they're gonna have a Ashler coming up. I'm not Ashler. A halving coming up. Listen, I don't beat around the bush about it. Y'all know how I feel about halvings. Anybody. Look, and I love the dudes from Entropy. I keep, y'all know when I was in Baltimore, I heard they were having a party in New York. I stopped what I was doing and I was trying my best to get a train, plane, or automobile to go to New York to be part of that party. Now I would have been the oldest freaker there and probably got it laughed and probably wouldn't have been allowed in the door with my age and all my gray hair. I need a haircut so bad it's killing me. But I love the guys to death. But I don't care what project it is. Y'all know that. I'm not going to change my tune just because it's Entropy. I don't care what project it is. Any project that has a yearly halving, somebody deserves to have an NFL punter kick them square in the gonads. I'll say, I don't care what project it is. But for those of y'all who in Wingbits, I got a private message when I made this comment a couple of weeks back. And it's up to me to say when I'm wrong. Wingbits does not have a halving. They have some type of mechanism in place. I don't want to go look through my PMs and because it was explained to me exactly what it is, but it is not a halving where it automatically halves tokens. And he explained to why, and it made perfect sense. And I wish there was more projects doing it like that. But let's see. Yeah, but it was made very clear to me that they do not have a halving. Let me see if I can find it. And the way it was explained to me, it actually did make sense. compensation structure is what they call it. They decrease the EPR portion of total rewards by 10% per year and drop it completely after 5 years. The base network rewards have no halving. The Wingbits does not believe that people participating early, first couple of years, should end up with 75% of the total token to be distributed over 20 years. They don't want a heavy front load rewards. They want to distribute it pretty evenly over 20 years. Their tokenomics are not similar to GeoNet, because I've made that comment. So they made it clear to me. So I think that's awesome. I think they should be applauded. I think more people should take that model. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I think that's an awesome thing. And then we both made some off the record comments about halvings and what we really felt about them. But again, that was off the record. So for those of y'all who worry about Wingbits, you don't have to worry about, we're supposed to be going to mainnet in 2 to 3 weeks. Y'all know I got a big party. Sydney Sweeney's going to be there, or maybe a poster of her, maybe some blue jeans that she would wear. I don't know. But anyway, what, 3 to 4 weeks, hopefully. I think there was supposed to be a mainnet. There was supposed to be an AMA for Wingbits at some point. I don't know if that was ever announced. The July one was postponed. Wingbits Tuesday, August 12th. Next week, I'll be there. But so my point is, September 1, I'm just throwing a date out there. Don't take it to heart. September 1, if that's when they go full mainnet with Wingbits, you don't have to worry about September 1 of 2026, them going to a halving. I love it. I'm glad to hear it. GeoNet is a strict victim of halving, but went from a great project for participants like us who wanted to buy more devices and get involved in that project even more. Shows you what happens with a halving. $4, of course, is more sexier than $2. I'm not going to buy another GeoNet device right now. That's going to take me 320 days to ROI. I know there's certain people in the chat that don't like that term ROI, but it's my channel. To me, it is a verb. No, they got people trigger that. So, who fought it says she has great genes. If you spell genes wrong, who fought it? Don't be starting no crap with my girlfriend in this chat. JEANS. So, don't leave nobody getting triggered. I think it's great because the gene company supposedly has other models that are coming out now of different races and everything like that from different parts of the world. So now they can't complain. I think it's genius. Absolutely genius. Entropy promised me an NFT. Entropy has an NFT of Sydney Sweeney. I don't know if y'all know that or not. And I was promised it at some point back. I missed out on it. And I was told I was supposed to get one. And I don't know whatever happened to it. So anyway, okay. Y'all had enough of hearing me simp about before my wife comes in here, throws a pair of jeans at me. You want jeans? What the? Anyway, so going on a little over an hour. So I gotta go finish my fishing video for my Grumpy Dad Outdoors. Again, I'm giving away an Entropy Ashler. I don't know how that's going to work because somebody made the comment that, oh, they're going to win Entropy Ashler, but then they have to go buy an NFT. Well, then you know what? When you win the Entropy Ashler, you say, no, thank you. I don't want it. Because I guarantee whoever wins it's going to take it because they can just turn around and go sell it. I got a buddy at work who bought 2 Ashlers and didn't realize he didn't mint enough NFTs, and he don't want to go buy an NFT now. So he's planning on selling his when it comes in. It should be coming in any time now. But, you know, I'll let y'all know it's for sale because it's a guy I work with, so he's definitely 100% legit. But I got to figure out how I'm going to do the whole Entropy Ashler giveaway. If people want one, you know, I'm sure they're going to have to. So, I don't know. Anybody got anything else? I appreciate all support as usual. Just hit 32,000. Kind of went right past 32,000 subscribers. One of my videos must have had a bunch of views on it or made it hit some country or something because I was stuck at 31.7, 31.8 for a month or two. And then all of a sudden I checked it the other day and I'm at 32,400 or something like that. So if any of y'all are new, welcome to the channel. Welcome to this crazy thing that we all got going on here. I love the support. I love everybody in my Discord. I love visiting other Discords, and they're like, oh hell, here comes that grumpy effer, you know. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna tell you, it's cool. It's cool to walk around with the Grumpy Dad shirt, and people are like, oh, you got YouTube? And I'm like, no, I got 4 of them because, you know, I lead no life at home. But it's cool. I tell y'all, it's humbling the amount of support I get. It's humbling the amount of from the projects I get. I never thought I would have projects emailing me and contact me about doing content and stupid stuff. I didn't think nobody would want some old guy talking about them, but it's cool. And honestly, if it wasn't for y'all who support me, who comment on the things, I'm telling y'all, y'all think people, these YouTubers just say it for the hell of it. Nothing helps a video out with this algorithm than y'all just taking half a second. And look, I have a problem too. I'll watch a video. I get stuck in this YouTube universe at night, start watching old Beastie Boy. The other day I watched one of the Woodstock concerts. The Woodstock's from like the 90s. It was Korn and Metallica and all stuff like that. And I sat in for like an hour and a half watching it. And I forgot I didn't even like the video. And I like the video. So it's hard. But there's nothing that helps these videos more when I'm watching, you know, Tyler or any of these other guys. Nothing helps more than just hitting that like button. And I'm not telling that y'all have to like me now. I'm just telling y'all I've learned that. So if it wasn't for y'all support, I wouldn't be where I am now. You know, maybe one day in the next Bitcoin cycle, I'll make 100,000. I get the little silver plaque behind me. If I never make that, that's not what I came here for. I never thought I'd get more than 1,000 subscribers. So I thank y'all again. I know I see saying it over again like a broken record, but thank y'all. Look, last I knew, the Grumpy Dad Discord, is at 186 members. I'd like to see it hit 200, you know, but I'd like to give away something, but I don't have nothing to give away. But I appreciate it. If you're watching and you're not part of the Discord, I know most of y'all are, but make sure you join the Discord. That's one reason why I want to do the Ashler giveaway also. And I try to go into the settings, and anybody who hasn't verified in like 6 or 7 hours, I'll kick them out, because I find that when I let people sitting there who have gotten into the Discord but haven't verified yet, apparently they must be able to see members, because that's when y'all start notifying me that y'all get fake grumpy people offering y'all crypto advice. Listen, I tell y'all all the time, and I'm straight honest with y'all. If I could give good crypto advice, I've been in crypto since 2015. I wouldn't be sitting here doing YouTube about projects. I'd be sitting in my own fishing boat, not my buddy's fishing boat. But hey, I like all the goofy stuff that we do. You know, Eric wins the high temperature award. He's in Arizona though. It's a dry heat. I'm going to Vegas in a couple of months for a training for my side business right here, the CB Synthetics one. And ain't nothing dry when your pants are soaking wet from the heat. It's a dry heat. Looks like a dry heat. Oh. Yeah, and then this guy right here was, look, I know I failed college math, but when he was trying, he wasn't arguing. I think he was curious, whatever, trying to say that my math was wrong about how long it still takes to ROI, or how quick you can ROI in entropy. And he didn't get it. And I don't know if my mind was blown. I triple checked my math. I'm pretty sure I was correct. Nobody said I was wrong. So, Based Intern had the best comeback at all. NFT is the song. This is right here is also what it's about. People are buying these NFTs for these prices. It's a little crazy. Haven't checked on it lately. I do have a snake, an extra snake that I don't need for my little combination. I think also when your combination when you need those combinations for those multipliers, you can see the price of these NFTs go up because there's not as, even though it's slick how they did it. Yeah, snakes are what, like a 0.8 or 0.9%. You don't get as much as what the whales are, but yet there's a lot less snakes, and you need the snakes for the 2x combination. So people like me who have an extra snake can sell those snakes. And this right here is where I say, I admit I screwed up royally by not buying more NFTs. Dude, is that really? The cheapest one right now is 2.3. But yeah, I don't understand this. I don't understand how they got the prices here. But anyway, 2.3 Solana. $400. $400. So then let's go find the first. That's $400 for ape. Let's see where a snake is. I think on my Monday video, the first snake was, this looks like Trump. Anyway, first snake is 3.7. That's kind of low. 3.7, 3.9, 4, 3.7, 3.79. Who was $660? Whoo, man. I don't know people getting that. They have to be, because I don't see the same snakes on there. And they're going for about 4. 4 Solana is $700. I'm trying to hold on to that snake. That's crazy. What projects do you consider and want research more? Anything inside? I don't have anything right now. Like I said, I think I'm in 15 projects right now. Like, I don't know how much more I can handle. Sometimes I'm old and ornery. Like, I don't want, I'm stubborn in my ways. Let's see. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm in 18 projects. Who fought it? Do I need 2 more to make even 20? You never know. Like, the problem is you never know when, I could be like, what's his name? And just start smashing up my miners on the side of the road. And we knew that wasn't going to last. Because he even admitted the other day that soon, all of a sudden, he's putting out all these videos of him riding around in his car and all that. Because he says he needs money. I guess he's trying to learn from Grumpy's honest ways. I don't know. My boy Tech Hustler. I don't know if he knows what direction he's going in. Why I quit deep pin mining. But then, like I said, I watched his videos, and another one he talks about how he's getting back into something because of code or something like that. I don't know. He's a cool dude. I hope I'm planning on going to the mining conference or whatever it is in November. Keep telling you about. It's in Texas. He's supposed to be going. I'm hoping to have a drink with him and bullshit with him. I think he's a cool dude. I know some people don't care for him, but I think he helped me a lot. When I was first starting this whole YouTube thing, I bounced a lot of things off of him. We both, he did a DeFi video. I contacted him immediately and said, "Not so fast, my friend. Let me tell you the real stuff." Him and he goes by a couple of names, but we all got screwed over. So the enemy, my enemy is my friends, and that's how we all kind of got. So I hope I can have a drink with him and just shoot some stuff off of him and stuff like that, and we'll see. That and the dude that's in charge of Crank. I haven't seen him around Discord. I know y'all. The dude that's always used to be screaming at people on Discord and everything because he was so passionate about Crank. Me and him should be best buddies because Oreo and D-Fly hated that dude almost as much as he hated me. He might have hated him more. So we should be best friends, pen pals. So, yeah. I had to text my buddy Flying Crawfish yesterday about something. Yeah, that's a character. Oh, his videos help me. So toilet thug. Yes, I got an extra snake. I happen to pull 2 snakes. And not 2 apes. I had 1 ape. So therefore, in one of my wallets, I got the trifecta, if you want to call it, the 2x trifecta of a whale, an ape, and a snake. But everything else is whales. I got 1 very, very rare whale. But when you look on here, you don't really see that price of the rare whales even like up that much. But I have 1 extra snake. So I have enough whales now for every single one of it. Worked out actually about as best as it could. Every one of my Ashlers and ESP32s have a whale. One of them does have the triple combination. Then I have an extra whale left over, which the way I have it set up is the extra rare one, in case I want to sell that one. And then I have the snake. That's an extra one also that I can sell at some point. So, I don't know. I don't know if I need to sell it now before the halving, before rewards go down, and maybe people aren't as intrigued, or I know this team is busting their ass as far as marketing, going to all these conferences, going to all these conventions and pushing this project all over the place. More and more people are getting involved in it, which is only going to help the project. And I seem to make every wrong decision I can in crypto. So I think if I sell it now, it's going to be a bad decision. So if I hold on to it for too long, I'm going to kick myself in the butt for not selling it when I should have. That's me. But I think professional always leave for rarity NFTs. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you this is that I had somebody make the comment in my YouTube when somebody was asking about buying an NFT and the price of them. Somebody made the comment that, "Oh, don't worry, there's gonna be another mint of NFTs coming soon." That is incorrect. I got that from Professor and the team themselves. Doing another mint would just undercut all of us that have minted already and holding on to the NFT. There is not another mint coming. They did the mint. We did the pre-mint. The only thing they would look at is if all NFTs got purchased, and people are trying to get in and they can't purchase NFTs for some reason no more. I don't see that ever happening, but hey, who knows what the future holds, but they don't see that happening on the horizon. They have no plans at all to mint. I know they got a bunch of things on the horizon, but I think the halving will drive demand to get more chairs. I don't know. You see people selling, but I'm gonna tell you, I've had at least, I don't want to lie to y'all, I'm gonna say three different people contact me who couldn't follow directions. I don't mean no disrespect. I just don't know, as an old person, I don't know how to explain any different. Kind of like when you tell a kid, don't touch the fire, don't touch the fire, don't touch the fire. And what the hell did the kid do when you turn his back? He touched the damn fire. I've did videos. I've did warning videos. I did a video that said, hey, before buying an Ashler, watch it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not conceited. I know not everybody sees my videos or wants to watch my videos. It doesn't like the production value of my videos and can't stand it. It's too long or whatever. But I did warning videos. HiFix has the rules when you purchase the dang thing, and then you have to check box that you know those rules before you purchase thing. And I still have people who contact me that, hey, I just wanted to test it out. So after a week, a week of running my Ashler, I went and sold by entropy. What do I do now? You're in, I don't know. Because at one time it was supposed to be, if you got cheated deleted for selling like that, you were gonna your Ashler and your NFT were gone. You would have to buy another Ashler and another NFT. I don't know if that's still the rules. I haven't been really paying attention. One of y'all, I know there's enough people in here. What happens when you sell too much now and you got the 7 strikes? And this is like, Japanese baseball, 7 strikes, not 3. What happens? Do you just need a new NFT? Do you just need a new Ashler? Or do you need both to get back right with the project? Or is there no getting right back with the project? You have to pay. I don't know. But I know at least 3 people who have been cheated deleted. They sold, and I guess they didn't realize what the little strikes were. Because if you sell, you get warnings first because you have the little dots for the cheated deleter on the bottom, which is cool because it gives you a warning. You can see it filling up. You know you have to get right. But again, you should have known what it was before that. I don't know. Oh, anything else? Who fought it? What's the temperature in Canada right now? Is it like at least a nice balmy 50, 60 degrees or something like that? Or is it hot as hell in the Canadian areas up there? Jay Styles and all y'all. Like, is it tell me at least it's not 90 degrees and suffocating. You believe it need a new Ashler and empty? Maybe I need to find that out. I'm struggling to figure out what reasons to do videos. It seems like every video I do right now is on entropy, just because there's not that much new stuff coming out. I keep telling Wingbits that, like, y'all need to give me some scoop or something so I can tell people what's going on and not just do entropy videos. But maybe I need to do a video on that. Hey, for the people who didn't pay attention to the rules, didn't pay attention to my videos, didn't pay attention to their Discord, didn't pay attention, and y'all sold, this is what y'all got to do next. I'll contact the professor on their Discord and I'll ask him and see what he says. Yep. I don't know. Whew. Just so y'all know, it is 8:30 p.m. with 80 degrees outside with 91% humidity per weather XM. Well, I thank everybody for watching. I thank everybody for tagging along. Have you checked out Star Power Star Plug Crypto Miner? In considering a combiner, also cannot make a mind as to which one I should get. I'm not familiar with Star Power Star Plug Crypto Miner. I'm gonna tell you the reason I'm in combiner is because the plugs are cheap, $22, and it doesn't cost anything to get in the project. So, somebody sent me one about another one. I don't know if it was Star Power. I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was when I was in Baltimore. They wanted me to do a video and all this thing on it, and it was $150 just to get in the project. And I'm out that quick. I'm out. When I start seeing all these duplicate projects, weather, power plugs, all these other ones, like data mining of my unused bandwidth. I mean, if I get another project sent to me about I have no unused bandwidth left. Between grass and Earn-App and pawns and whatever else they're in, I don't have any unused bandwidth left. So for those of y'all who, if I happen to give y'all a smart ass response when y'all ask me about another bandwidth sharing app, I apologize. I'm pre-apologizing. Same thing with weather. There's so many private entities now doing weather. do we need another freaking weather deep pin project? You know, that's why I mean I'd love to get the Nubla. Passive Crypto Mining was supposed to send me a free Nubla. I never got it. But you know, same thing with the smart plugs. There's been several smart plug projects out there since back when um who was it? What's it? The project that was doing Fry, wasn't Fry doing also smart? Like Fry did everything. Fry did everything but fry foods. He might have had a fryer on there. I don't know. Weather, sound, temperature, odor. Who knows? Satellite mining. They did everything. I don't know. Are they even still around? I know a bunch of y'all in Fry. But I'll check them out. I don't mind checking them out. I wrote them down. Star Power. I'll figure it out and I'll take a look. But you know, again, I'm gonna say this again, just because I don't want nobody to think I'm biased. Combiner just worked out because I needed a plug and it was free to get in. And hey, it's early. And we all know, we've all been here, all y'all in the chat have been here long enough to know that a lot of times, not every time, because we've seen a couple projects recently, it didn't make no difference. But a lot of times you make the more money because you got in so early. Is what it is. Silencio. Somebody asked me about Silencio. I'm restaking my tokens because they're absolute crap in price right now, but I'm only doing 3 months. I redid my first 4 drops, all first 4 drops with 3 months, including the last drop. When those 3 months are up, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm so pissed and done with that project. It disturbs me to say that because y'all know I was so pro Silencio, and I feel bad. I feel bad because I said I didn't told y'all to get into it and everything like that. But this raffle ticket thing makes me feel so nasty. I gotta go take a shower after I talk about it because they are screwing so many people over with this stupid raffle ticket thing. It's a joke. Pay me for what I do. But again, Silencio, when my 3 months are up, I'm hoping that's an alt season. You know, November-ish, maybe October, November-ish, when those 3 months are up. If that token's up at all, I'm selling. It'll probably be my first project. I tell you all how I never sell any of these projects. It'll probably be one of my first projects I sell, be honest with you. Nadix ain't worth my trouble to sell. Sword Chain, the staking is crazy. You know, what you getting 65% staking or something crazy like that. The token is really worth nothing, but hey, it just feels good that I'm getting 65 tokens a day right now in staking. Let me see. I did a lot of work from my truck today because it's so hot. I wasn't going out on foot, but I was in my truck today, so I was connected to Sword Chain a good bit today. Let's see what I made. 16 tokens. 16 tokens on Sword Chain when I was connected and driving around that I had to go get diesel because I was driving around so much in town. $16 tokens. You want to talk about a project that don't pay out worth the crap? I don't know how they're surviving either. Let's see. I just want to see what the price is going to be. Sword Chain, Sword Chain. So driving around today, I made 4 cents. Combine that with what I staked today and what I got in staking, I made 24 cents. So making that's what makes this project worthwhile. Let's see, transfers, staking. I just want to see what I made. I just claimed all my staking rewards the other day. I claim it every few days. So like, yeah, right now I got like 290 just staking rewards over the last couple of days, and I'm just gonna turn around and restake it all. So how many of y'all really think we're going to get this huge bump up in demo rewards? Because I'm seeing all these people talk about it. August 1st, subscriptions were supposed to start. So if they didn't and that was last Friday. So Monday that just passed, people still had rewards from the previous week. So that means the 11th, we're going to see if we get this huge bump we've been erasing about. I didn't see a bump at all. I know some people said they did, but I didn't really see a bump at all when all these online accounts went offline like they were talking about. We supposed to get all these rewards because 100,000 accounts were going offline. Did they even boot them? Because I didn't see no jump in rewards. You know, I've been in this project for 20 months now. 2 of the miners were free that I got 3 or 4 months ago because I got it from my buddy that didn't want nothing to do with the project, so he just gave them to me. And I have $300. $300 divided by 20 months. $15 a month. 15 divided by 30 is 50 cents a day divided by 5 devices, which not really, but yeah, follow me. 10, 15 cents a day. Hey, I was late. I'll admit I was late. That's why I didn't go through my 100 games. Star Power going minute with it. Just don't get the arcane plug. We'll see. Wingbits, we get 20% increase, right? How do we get that? From just being online so many days, early time, boys. Yes, Wingbits is what the best part of that's I think that's already accumulating now. Listen, not financial advice, don't know the future, blah, blah, blah. I got a lot of high hopes for Wingbits. Again, my price prediction might not be in the same as line with who fought its price prediction. I know what his price prediction is, and I think he's a tad high. I hope he's not tad high, but I think he's a tad high. Because if I think he's a tad high. Yeah, I could pay off 2 cars with who fought its price prediction. And I don't even know what I'm making. I'm making like I think 14,000 tokens a week or something. I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm prepare y'all. Maybe I need to do a video on this, but I'm preparing y'all that no matter what the price release is of Wingbits, you're gonna have people who think it's awesome, and you're gonna have people who think it's horrible. It's like that with every project. It's my fear right now with them, but I'm telling you, you're gonna have people who think it's horrible because they want it to be $1. They wanted it to be 25 cents, 50 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents. And when it's not, Silencio went mainnet, and people found out what the price was going to be somehow right before it released, and they already doomed the whole project from a price release. With Wingbits, you hope that they did enough marketing and everything like that. You any of these projects, that's the biggest thing, is any of these projects, you have to have people who are purchasing the token. You have to. So if you don't have that, I don't know what you can do. All right. No. I'm so anyway, so I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I think that my daughter's asking for something. I'm like, I'm in a while. She probably thinks I'm doing a video that I can just pause. But anyway, she made me my little sign back here that says recording. I guess I need to put a light on it for when I am recording. I can turn the light on and off. But anyway, I think people can be upset with that pricing. I think anything in deep end, if you don't have outside people buying it, and there's so many deep end projects, what makes the normal Joe Blow investor say, you know what? I heard about this project called Sword Chain. I need to go buy those tokens. You know, burning doesn't do enough if you don't have that stuff coming in. investment coming in, if you don't have liquidity coming in. That's why it took Wingbits so long to go to mainnet. Is they wanted to have all that set up. They supposedly, they told us that in the AMA, that's their words. The reason it took so long is they were getting contracts signed with investors, with CEXs, and all the stuff like that. Now, we haven't heard a peep about it, but they might not want to talk about it. I don't know. You're watching some of these other projects like Sword Chain, all these other ones, I think it was Sword Chain, like getting kicked off CEX. Like they can't even stay on MEXC. That's bad. That's the dollar. MEXC is the Dollar General for those of y'all who have Dollar Generals. That is the Dollar Generals of exchanges. So, oh, Geo was $10 per day. Let's say average wing business. 150 wings is $10. I think you're high. I think you're high. Not high like like that high. I think you're high. I don't know. You might be high on that too, but I think it's a 10 billion market cap token. And I know XRP Rail is going to come jumping here and tell me market cap don't matter. Market cap does matter. It's basic math. That's the only math I did pass. Basic math. We'll see. We'll see. Because if my maths correct, that's like, let me see, 0.075 times 150. So what's that, like 7 cents per token? Who fought it? I think that's 2 cents higher than what you said the other day. I think that's way high. Now, eventually, can it get that high? Sure. You see tokens on Coin Market Cap. Again, this is the top 100, so don't get too excited. But here's 10 billion right here at 9 cents. This is Graph, which is a number 77 token. Here's another 10 billion one at 23 cents. Don't even think about it. 16 billion at 9 cents, 21 billion at 8 cents. I think these are way high. I don't even like using. I wish I would even use those for examples. Let's see the next page. So this is 100 to what? 200. Let's see. This is 1 billion. Anything close to 10 billion? 3 cents, 5 cents, 1 cent, 3 cents. That, to me, that's what you have to kind of go off of, is looking at other stuff with 10 billion. Mm, 10 billion market cap. 2 cents, 1 cent, 2 cents, 1 cent, 1 cent, 1 cent for the top 200 token. This is kind of where I'm at. That's kind of my fat gut. Not that I'm giving a price prediction. I don't want nobody to nail me down to a price prediction, but this is what I am trying to prepare myself for. Now, This is 100 billion. So if you move, yeah, 100 billion. So if you move the decimal over one, meaning you move this decimal over one, 001. Wasn't there another one? This is a 2 billion. 2 billion. So it means that there are less tokens at 0.003. Just to try to balance it out for y'all. Just to try to balance it. Am I getting a signed certificate that I would update your Wingbit station? Well, I'm not updating my Wingbit station with anything, but I have not seen a signature certificate ever or signed certificate ever or anything like that. I was really high yesterday. 2,000 daily wings. It's awesome. I hope so. I mean, look, I have high, like, it's gonna be hard to tame myself with Wingbits. Helium has put the expectations for a lot of people with early projects. I think people are still expecting that. Here we are 4 years later, 5 years later from Helium, and some of us are still expecting the $5,000 in 17 days from one miner like I got in Helium. And them days are over with. And if I could go back in time and just not buy all these extra Helium miners with my profits and just take that, it was stupid. We were making 16 to 20 Helium HNT per day. The token was $5 to $10 a piece before it went to 40, and we were living large and just didn't realize it. And it's gonna be hard for me to do that because I know it's gonna, if I do start seeing the numbers like who Father thinks he's getting, and I have 15 devices, I'm gonna be buying more WB200s. I'm gonna fall for the same trap again. I'm gonna be paying family members out of state to put devices up. I know it because I'm hard headed. My wife reminds me all the time. I'm gonna be sitting there like I told y'all. If those profits are like who Father thinks, I'm gonna be sitting there replacing DIY stations with WB200s because that's how much better my WB200 with a 5.5 antenna is on top of it. That's how much better it's doing than my DIY stations, other than the one that has the Air Plus Mini or whatever it's called, whatever that extra thing. That's the only one. That's still my top project, top station. But I hope who fought it right and I'm wrong. I have no problem. Y'all know about this channel. I'll come on here and say I'm wrong all day, and this is something that I hope I'm wrong on. Y'all know me. I like to be negative. I like to aim low because if I'm saying it's, the numbers I showed on there, those numbers between 0.005 to 0.015, and I aim for those numbers, and then we get who farted's number of $5 or $7 like he thinks, we'll be having 2 celebrations. But I'm just trying not to. I don't want to be like I was for some projects where like I get all my hopes up, and then all of a sudden you see what the price is and you're like, F this project, I'm out. Then I'll be buying more Ashlers. I don't know. I'm at my limit, I think, of Ashlers. So, $200 per day. Is that right? I would need 4 cents. At 4 cents, I'm making $75 a day. Because I'm making about 14,000 Wingbits tokens a week, if I'm not mistaken. You're going to make me go look. But another thing is, if I understand this correctly, Me, I have hosted stations, but your total amount of rewards that you're seeing right now does not include what they owe your host. That's your total with all the stations before your host splits. So when I start giving away some of these deals I've made with these hosts, okay, something's wrong with rewards because I'm only showing rewards for 4 stations. They got something wrong on here. Yeah, this ain't right. There's something wrong with these rewards right now. But yeah, when you see your total rewards, that's not included with oh, I'm showing you on the wrong screen. When you see what your total rewards are, that's not included with the your host. I got 4 or 5 hosts out there that I made deals with. So this number is going to go down. But you got to remember, y'all, I have been in this project with the first 2 or 3 months 2 years ago, which was April, May. I was the only one in the entire South. Actually had one on the East Coast. Somebody was up around New York, one or 2 stations was, and that was it for the United States. That's how early we were in this project. So those rewards were being split between 4 and 5 people. It went on like that for weeks because alpha was closed and people were signing up for beta, and we went on for a while like that. So you hope it works out. Thing about this is you got to remember all these rewards we're gonna get for being early and stuff like that. Last I knew, that's gonna be split between 12 months, which now I have to go explain to my host why the rewards are split between 12 months. Now I know at one point in the AMA or something, or in the Discord, Robin said they were contemplating, at least so the host somehow, maybe they were going to reduce that to 6 months. But I can understand that. This thing has been, we've been for 2 years, 2.5 years for some of us. We've been mining this, or whatever you want to call it, participating in this. We have a lot of tokens. I don't blame them for not wanting to dump them all on us in the beginning because they know what they're going to do. Grumpy's going to sell that off and sell those and go pay off my car. So 200. Oh yeah, 200 Canadian. Hey, look, I can hope, man. I hope. I have. We know that Robin has been busting his ass, pushing this project. We know they have customers already using it for third party, using it as secondary to what their data input was in now. And the talk was that when those contracts were up, if we had enough coverage, especially with the satellite backing us up, we know they have the paying customers already. But it's still all about, and we also know that part of that, even though we do have to remember that they have a company to run with employees and stuff, but we also know that some of the data that is being sold, bought, whatever, they're going to put that back into liquidity, into the token. And we've seen with Demo and some of these other projects, that's what makes or breaks it. Burning on top of purchasing and liquidity and stuff like that. So we'll see. You know, I can only hope, man. Who fought it? Listen, I got to deal with it too. So I don't want people to think that I write that off. I have the same problem. So you know what? It affects me too. Now what I want to know is this is the area I grew up in. This one and this one have been sitting here now for months. They can't be waiting on WB 200 still. These have been reserved for how long now? Not that I want them. This one too has been reserved for how long? You know, I got one here, and then there will be one coming up soon. Oh yeah, I can't tell y'all because people always snipe my locations. There'll be another one here coming in the next 2 to 3 weeks when I can get stuff together. But yeah, I mean, this is, you see where my stations are, and there's something going on. My stations are not offline. I don't know if y'all know something that's going on. Let me know. But my stations are not offline. But maybe that's why these rewards are only showing I have 4 rewards. So look, it's all, they all say online. So it seems like there's always some little goofy issue going on when I do my live. I don't know. 200 pesos a day. I don't know what the exchange rate of pesos are, but if it was close to what I used to think it is, I think you have a good chance of your 200 pesos a day. So the deal cracker said he had the only stations in his state for 6 months. So he's probably looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. So I don't know. See, where I screwed up was back in the D-scam days. You weren't really hurt. You won as many stations as you could get. And I had friends and family that were in helium that I said, let me just take your helium device and put it on this new project called DFly. And he had all this stuff up. DFly, you know, it took some people longer than that, but we eventually knew that was going to be a scam project because whatever. So I moved them over to Wingbits. And really, I'm just hurting myself because now my sister has stations and my friends have stations, my other friend has stations, my other friends have stations. And when you look at almost all those blues, majority of them blues in South Louisiana are all my friends. And I've screwed myself. But what am I going to say? And half of them don't even follow the project or Discord. I do all the work. I remote into their stuff. I got tail scale has been the best blessing since Maxie told me about it. The best blessing in the world because I can get into all, I don't have to remote into their routers or get port forwards. Tail scale has been the best blessing ever. I just wish I could somehow see my WB 200, but all my friends, I can sit there and just, you know, I'm sitting there taking care of all this stuff. I'm not getting anything out of it. See, that's the kind of person I am. But, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 9 o'clock. We went on for 2 hours. I appreciate it. Please make sure you hit the like button. Like I said, if y'all want, I might start doing some more lives because it's easier for me to get on lives and BS with y'all. Instead of sitting there trying to make a video that nobody's going to watch. Like yesterday's video. Because that hurts. And I'm not saying that out of pity for y'all. It's just that, you know, there's some videos that I kind of half-ass and I get 200 views on it. There's videos I put some work into, like last night, and edited it till 1 or 2 in the morning. And I ain't got hardly anybody watching it. You know, where I live, we can sit here and BS for, I don't care if I got 12 or 15 viewers because my lives, people come on here, I'll get 200, 300, 400 views on my live the next day when people come back and look at it. Maybe I need to pick another time or something. Maybe I'll just start doing more lives and we just BS. I don't know. Who Farted said lives are fun. Who Farted wants me to start a political live on Saturday nights while we're all drinking. That would be fun. Everybody would be banned on Discord and YouTube after that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I thank y'all very much. I haven't eaten all, you know, since noon today, so I'm going to find something to eat and going to bed early because I'm going fishing in the morning, taking a day off of work. But thank y'all for watching. See y'all in the Discord. Links in the description below if y'all not in the Discord. And I appreciate all support as usual. Thank y'all. Have a good day. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. And hopefully Who Farted's right on the Wingbits prices. Thank y'all.